Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country. Mr. Tobin.
Thank you. Warami, and welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and for the invitation to welcome you all here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated, particularly by our elders. My family descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. As such, he enrolled his daughter, Maria, into the Native Institution, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie himself, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. She studied there for several years and used her newfound skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and it became known as the Blackstown, where present-day Blacktown gets its name from. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your advancement is our advancement. Your progress progresses us all. Now this is perhaps more readily understood in traditional times when camps were smaller and clan groups abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught and brought back got distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the whole community. And you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we do it properly. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly did well in many respects. I offer them and would offer them to yourselves today as a benchmark or a model on how good to expect our lives. You see, a little over 200 years ago, Captain Cook arrived at Botany Bay, just south of here, and he described the people he encountered there as the happiest people he'd ever met in the world. They had nothing, he wrote, but the tools that they carried. They made shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down and harvested food from the land without tilling the earth. In traditional times, everyone was accorded rights to the country or clan area that he or she was born into. So there was no homelessness and no rich and poor. Everyone had pretty much the same amount of gear, or what you could carry. There was no armies or jails or even police. We have no history of slavery or empire building, and no kings. People cooperated to collect the resources which were required and then shared out strictly according to Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state. Rivers and creeks were clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done for the past 20,000 years here. Now, this is not an ideal. This is normal life. There's no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. We just have a lot more people living with us now, and we've got to get clever about it. But I would say expect great things and dream big. There's a lot of power in our dreams. Together we could probably get this place back to the beautiful country that it deserves to be. We can't do it by ourselves. Now anyway, I'm going to wind up now and let you good people graduate. I hope give you something to think about. Enjoy today, celebrate your achievements, and congratulations to yourselves and your families. And all the best in our collective future. Thank you. Yano.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan. Mr. Egan.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for your welcome to country. Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and we have quite a number of boys and girls with us today, and we also have a few babies that I've noticed in the audience. They're generally down the back, and that's because their parents always want to be positioned to make a quick exit when they start to cry. Now, I want to tell you that we have a very hard and fast rule here. A baby will surely cry during a ceremony that will go for almost 2 hours. But when they do, you are not to go outside, you are to stay here. We're all familiar with the noise of babies crying. It won't bother us one little bit. I mean, I spent 25 years in Parliament, so I've heard a lot worse. And we have some security people down there, and the reason they're here is to stop you going out. And in any event, we've discovered from experience that if a baby cries during a graduation ceremony, that baby is back within 25 years to take out a PhD. So it's a very, very good omen. Well, now, graduands, it's my very great privilege as Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this important ceremony. First, I welcome all of the graduands, and I hope that today will be a very happy and a very memorable occasion for all of you. Now, some of you already look happy, but a number of you look a bit nervous or worried. Now, let me assure you there's nothing to worry about. Nothing can go wrong. The very worst thing that can happen is that you fall over on the stage. And if that happens, we have Geraldine Duke here. She's going to give the occasional address later, but her other job is to pick up anyone who's fallen over, and she does it very well, I can assure you. So please just sit back and relax and make sure you really do enjoy the day. Because you deserve to take pride, great pride, in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. Today I also want to welcome, and especially welcome, those of you who are sitting behind our graduands as their invited guests. Because if you think about it for a moment or two, you've all obviously done very well too. The very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you have been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. So mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons, daughters, grandmothers, grandfathers, friends, husbands, wives, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, or whatever you are, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role, because I have at least one more very important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too shy or self-effacing to proclaim their own success, you make sure you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes, just like the ones our graduands are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Now, I'm sure that it won't come as a surprise to you to know that Macquarie University is not one of those 50 universities. In comparison, we are very young, only 48 years of age. But in those 48 years, we've come a very long way. We now have more than 130,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 120 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're regarded as one of Australia's leading research universities and are currently extending our research as we are our course offerings and facilities. We're always trying to engage with the world around us. We've forged very strong alliances with the community and with industry, and are keen to establish more. On your way here today, you may have seen our new Macquarie University Hospital, just on 2 years old, which is used by the students and academics in our School of Advanced Medicine. You may also have seen our new library, which was opened last year, and which is without doubt the very best university library in the land. You might also have seen our new advanced hearing hub under construction, which will be completed later this year and will create a world-leading institute dedicated to advances in hearing, speech and language science. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Thank you.
Chancellor, I call on Mr. Paul Jennings, who is graduating today with a Master of Accounting Professional, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr. Jennings.
Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests, I am honoured to be the graduate that stands before you today and welcome you to today's ceremony. It is also my challenge to hopefully say a few words which befit this special occasion. With that in mind, I thought it was best to speak about why we are gathered here today. In my mind, today is a ceremony to recognise the achievements of a talented and dedicated group of individuals. Today represents to each graduate a culmination of many months of hard work and a tangible opportunity to appreciate the academic feats they've achieved. I also trust that it's an excellent chance for each graduate here to reflect on the significance of their accomplishment. On a more personal level, today's festivities fills me with a range of emotions. Given I'm currently on stage, fear is the emotion that comes most readily to hand. But I am also proud, I am satisfied, and I'm also eager. My pride stems from my success, which today represents. Today I recognise that I've successfully completed a milestone which I set for myself. It is a pride I am sure that most of the graduates here also held, for they have each surely worked diligently, made sacrifices and strived to reach this point. Each has undertaken a course of learning to improve, to apply and to practice. I commend each and every one of you and recommend to you, or suggest to you, that the completion of such endeavours is something to be very proud of indeed. Of course, the completion of my degree is also deeply satisfying. I've proved to myself and to others of some of my capabilities, and of course today marks the completion of a significant milestone which is immensely satisfying in itself. I am also satisfied that I now possess a greater knowledge, a greater understanding and a greater confidence in my abilities than I once had before. I'm also now better equipped to face the challenges that come before me and to take up the opportunities that I identify. On that point, I'm also eager. I'm eager to utilise these skills and knowledge I've gained to overcome new challenges. I am fully aware that the completion of these studies is one step in a longer journey. Now is not the time to rest on my laurels. Now is the time to establish a direction and to challenge myself once again. However, I'm also reminded that there are pathways, I have many pathways available to me. There are many options available. And whatever pathway I choose, be it academic or professional, I am confident I can undertake a courseway which will be beneficial to myself and be also beneficial to those around me. And now I return to the emotion of fear. I also have a fear and an anxiety over what the future holds. There is risk and uncertainty in every decision we make. This is a rational fear, I believe. Such fear encourages me to properly evaluate the decisions in front of me. However, I'm also confident that given the completion of my degree, I'm now armed and better prepared to make these decisions. I'm also confident that if I do make any errors, I have the tools and the skills now to move away from these issues and to move on to a new destination. I therefore encourage each and every one of you to identify the opportunities available to you and those that appeal to you and go after them with vigour. However, I'm sure today represents a great many things to each graduate here. Therefore, I will leave you with a simple sentiment. I congratulate each and every graduate here on their achievement and wish them the best of the future. Best of luck. Thank you.
Well done, Paul, and congratulations on your master's degree. I wish you all the best for a very successful future and a very happy life. You had nothing to be afraid about. I thought your speech was very good. So my advice to you is be not afraid. Congratulations again, and I hope you maintain the relationship with Macquarie University throughout your life. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to, I suppose, the most important part of this. Well, it is the most important part of the ceremony. It's why everyone is here, and that's the conferring of degrees. But it is the part of the ceremony that makes me afraid, because if I muck it up, if I make a mistake and give a degree to someone who's not eligible to receive it, I'm advised by the biggest legal brains in the country that I can't take it back. So I have to make sure that each and every one of you has never been late in submitting an assignment, has never missed a class, and is otherwise eligible for the degree. So I'm going to ask the Deputy Registrar, Jonathan Wiley, to give me that guarantee. Deputy Registrar.
Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admissions to degrees please stand?
That means you? Yep. Well, graduates, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Please be seated. Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. This is the largest faculty at Macquarie and is one of the largest in Australia. A broad range of programs in some of the most exciting and topical areas of business and economics are offered, which continue to be in high demand both domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded employment levels and starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. Research in this faculty is cutting edge and innovative and feeds into teaching, giving students the best possible learning experience. This faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuarial studies, applied finance, economics, management, and marketing. Chancellor, I now call on Professor Mark Gabbett, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Gabbett.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Accounting Professional. Maria Agustin. Toby James Barber. Suijia Tsai. Jiao Cao. Ginger Chan. Mung Dai. Chung Dung. Xia Yu Dong. Yue Dong. Zhong Yu Dong. Carl Francis de Souza. Hao Ming Du. Zaid Ez Zamir. Teresa Febrona. Ya Gao. Amanjot Gill. Jingjing Guo. Tianyu Guo. Lin Lin Hu. Jinchang Huang. Xiarui Huang. Zhuo Ting Huang. Paul Ryan Jennings. Shuhua Ji. Kun Jiang. Mingyuan Jiang. Junho Lee. Yu Chung Lee. Jiao Li. Jingjing Li. Jun Li. Xiaojun Liang. Changhong Lin. Lin Lin. Tianyi Liu. Jiamin Lu. Li Ping Lu. Yu Lu. Wan Lu. Yixin Luo. Yimin Mao. Amporn Wutsaji. Ning Ning. Ye Qian. Meng Mei Chin. Meng Meng Chin. Thomas Olav Romo. Jie Ruan. Maria Sagadeur. Rosanna Fervin Salihul Zaman. Jia Qing Shan. Yan She. Taimur Ishak Shishir. Trey Swin. Irma Suryanti. Pamika Tongthua. Junhua Huang. Ming Yue Wang. Peng Wang. Wenjing Wang. Ying Wang. DC Wu. Zhongyan Wu. Shou Chi Wu. Wan Ting Xiao. Ningling Shu. Chuin Shu. Xin Shu. Jiling Yu. Shunying Yue. Shu Ning Yue, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Xue Fun Zhang, Kai Zhang, Shi Zhang, Yibei Zhang, Yu Zhang, Yuan Tian Zhang, Yu Mang Zhang, Zhe Chang, Chen Zhao, Qiong Zhang, Jing Zhou, Tianwei Zhu, Wei Wei Zhu, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Actuarial Practice, Yimeng Jiang, Qingxian Ru, Melanie Wong, Yingyi Zhu, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce, Tianlun Bao, Kirsten Lee Brown, Hao Bin Tsai, Cheng Chan Chen, Rati Chitvisati. Shu Du. Yu Du. Chris Furbank. Grace Mathoni Gashoki. Mingyue Gao. Fiona Angeline Govindasamy. Se Yuan He. Adam Alexander Hopkins. Min Chao Cha. Chang Chi Xia. Jie Huang. Nena Yuting Huang. Iriana. Aura Janice James. Mandeep Kaur. Panida Kongfut. Kevin Lee. Sarang Lee. Fuxin Li. Lin Li. Zhe Li. Yuan Lin. Dong Liu. Fang Liu. Ming Dong Liu. Yin Chu Liu. Pin Lu. Chan Chan Ju. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Ariel Kaim Sigal. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Kate Smith. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Mulia Praditya Mirzi Hamid. Juin He. Tian Tian He. Xiao Qing He. Lin Lin Hong. Fang Yu Hu. Jin Huang. Tian Yu Sunny Huang. Liana Jegelian. Yulin Zhao. Bo Ra Kang. Stephen Joseph Karam. James Angus Carriage. George Curry. Hyun Jung Kim. Ji Won Kim. Kelly Moses. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting. Khaled Hadid. Yan Ting He, who has been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for Academic Excellence. Juin Young Hong. Felix Irwan. Mohammed Zahidul Islam. Amy Yench. Stephen Paul Jedovnicki. Xiao Ji. Hung Li Jia. Xiaoju Jiang. Yu Chen Jiang. Vina Catania Kio. Vipul Khanna. Sang Hun Kim. Julia King. Tung Yip Ko. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. Ji Hee Ha. Amriko Hamjaja. Bing Han. Na Ray Han. Xiaowen Han. Xu Han. Zhe Ro Han. Hong Yi He. Li Shi He. Wei He. Murty Healthy. Dimuth Shamal Denver Hetia Rachige. Het Yu Yang. Su Le Hin. Bing Chuan Hu. Zhe Yi Hu. Bo Xin Huang. Chengxian Huang. Mengjia Huang. Xin Huang. Yufei Huang. Winky Hui. Aisha Elena Hussein. Johanna Laurencia Irene. Jessica Isa. Mohammed Manjurul Islam. Chul Ji. Rongshen Ji. Heining Jia. Taehyung Jo. Chalseong Jung. One Man Joyce Can. Thomas Carl. Abhijit Katav. So-hee Kim. Ribka Sosilo Kosomiati. Karis Kosasi. Hong Kwang. Jessica Pangestu. Xiaowan Chen. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates and the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Well now, that wasn't too bad, was it? That beautiful lady with a beautiful voice is Angela Brewer. Would you like to hear a little bit more from Angela? Well, it's very simple. You enrolled in another degree, and I promise you she'll be singing at your next graduation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think she deserves another great round of applause, don't you? And so too do our wonderful musicians, our organist, Dr. James Forsyth, over there. And our Chinese flutist, Mr. Chai Chang Ning. And I'd also like to thank those other lovely people sitting against the wall there who are alumni volunteers and who come along just to make sure that your graduation runs smoothly. So let's give them a big round of applause too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure at today's ceremony to honour, in accordance with the resolution of the Macquarie University Council, Geraldine Doog for admission to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa of Macquarie University. I now call upon Professor Bruce Doughton, Vice-Chancellor of Macquarie University, to read the citation. Professor Doughton.
I invite Ms. Geraldine Doog to stand for the citation. Chancellor, Geraldine Doog is one of the nation's most recognised and respected journalists. Ms. Doog has carved an impressive professional reputation working in print, television and radio. She is particularly well known as a presenter of ABC Radio national programs Life Matters, Sunday Profile and Saturday Breakfast. She is also renowned as the host of ABC Television's Nationwide and Compass. Ms. Doog's early career began with a cadetship at the West Australian, followed by 2 years at the London Bureau, working for the Australian. For a time, she worked on commercial radio with 2UE and on commercial television, co-presenting Channel 10's main news bulletin before returning to the ABC. She played a major role in ABC Television's coverage of the First Gulf War in 1991, receiving a United Nations Media Peace Prize and 2 Penguin Awards. In the year 2000, Ms. Doog was awarded a Churchill Fellowship for Social and Cultural Reporting. She was recognised as an Officer of the Order of Australia in 2003 for services to the community and media on issues involving ethics, values, religion and social change. Chancellor, it is with distinct pleasure that I present to you Ms. Geraldine Doog for the award of the degree Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Ms. Geraldine Doog, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Doog. Well, graduates and ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Dr. Doog to give the occasional address. Please welcome Dr. Doog.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I think Dr. Doog sounds ridiculous actually, but I will get used to it. Look, thank you very much for this award. It matters a great deal to me and for a range of reasons. May I say that one of them is just having an extraordinary cook's tour of the state of female shoes as I've been sitting here and looking at the size of the heels. That's been quite a revelation. Congratulations to those of you who managed it. But you know, 40 years ago exactly, I was sitting in your shoes, graduating at the University of Western Australia with a Bachelor of Arts. It was 1972, and as it turned out, a very fateful year in Australia's life, with the end of 23 years of Liberal coalition rule and the election of Gough Whitlam and the Labor Party. I was a very ordinary student at university. I began my courses as a callow girl of 16 years and 9 months, rather too young, I'm afraid, to fulfil my potential, but definitely buttressed by being an only child from a very strong Catholic household, although I didn't see it like that at the time. So, in retrospect only, I can see that I was blessed with a pretty secure sense of identity, which fortified me in the long run. Maybe it was the glittering prize. But at the time, that identity included a definite inclination to intellectual timidity that took quite a long time to dissipate, and I most assuredly have the lecturers, the tutors, the library staff at the university to thank for embarking on that vital project of stretching me. And I wonder how true that has been for you. For me, anyway, maybe not for you, my curiosity was forced beyond my easy certainties. I was introduced at university to some disciplined methods of expressing my thoughts, how to assemble my random responses in some predictable fashion, how to draw a conclusion and then argue for it, preferably with evidence, not merely emotion and flashing eyes, how to lower your voice but strengthen your argument, as the saying goes, how to be dispassionate. That is a rare commodity these days, but a vital one. Then gradually followed what I believe to be the incomparable yield of a good university or a tertiary education, genuinely accepting that there are legitimate, different approaches to interpreting most issues, that complexity wasn't to be feared, that a simple linear response was probably inadequate. A no-brainer, you might say. Well, it had to be proven to me, and it was. My history professor, Geoffrey Bolton, introduced me to another critical element that I've carried right through my working life, the importance of history, implying the need to imagine, to project oneself out of one's own era and circumstances and imagine oneself into another's, because it changes you when you do that effectively. Now, I feel, honestly, that that has helped me almost every day of my life in journalism. You may say, with your emphases on business and economics, that it'll be of less use, but I would urge otherwise. I came across a marvellous piece recently by one of the most original writers, in my view, in the area of strategic analysis, a man by the name of George Friedman, who set up a website called Stratfor in Texas a few years back that some of you may have heard of. I don't always agree with George's ruthlessly realistic analysis of world affairs, but I can never ignore him. He's of Hungarian background, married to an Australian woman, and the beauty of his overviews about crises of our time is that they always prioritise geography, which I think a lot of us overlook, and a long memory when it comes to trying to assess just how serious things are or are not. He wrote a fantastic piece recently, on August the 7th, if any of you would like to follow it up, called Financial Markets, Politics and the New Reality. And in it he wrote how astonished he was at the way some of the most sophisticated investors in the world were extraordinarily vexed and highly indignant at what they judged to be politicians deliberately trying to, quote, thwart natural market outcomes. Whereas for Mr. Friedman, it was the investors' lack of a sense of economic history that blinded them to some inevitable truths about the nature of the world. This is what he wrote. There are times when politics leaves nations' corporate laws unchanged, and times when politics intrudes, he wrote. The last generation has been a unique time in which the prosperity of the markets allowed the legal structure to remain generally unchanged. After 2008, that stability was no longer possible. Active political involvement in the markets is actually the norm, not the exception, he wrote. Contemporary investors have taken dramatic exception, this last generation, and lacking an historical sense, have mistaken it for the norm. This explains the inability of contemporary investors to cope with things that prior generations constantly faced. A strong argument can be made, corruption and stupidity aside, that the real problem we've faced has been a failure of imagination. We have re-entered an era in which political factors will dominate economic decisions. This has been the norm for a very long time, and traders who wait for the old era to return will be disappointed. He in fact urged a return to Adam Smith and to his greatest work, The Wealth of Nations. Note, said Mr. Friedman, who I assure you is no socialist, that Smith was writing about nations, about politics and economics, about political economy. The key to predicting the political process is understanding constraints, about the things, the notion of knowing what politicians can't do, not necessarily what they won't do. Well, look, I believe that my university education laid the groundwork to receive complex analyses like that, which invite us all to pause and think again about that deceptively seductive notion that if we can simply pull simple levers, we will fix things. A decent university education, ladies and gentlemen, to me, is the gift that keeps on giving. It lays down foundations that maybe you only treasure retrospectively, I have come to wonder, when your insecurities have been allayed a little by applying those very skills that surface often to one's surprise, as Paul was alluding to earlier and he addressed us. If you're lucky, as I was, you happen upon a paid career that you love, where you can find your own voice. That's the key bit of advice I offer to young journalists. Find your own voice, metaphorically and literally. As Oscar Wilde put it with his usual brilliance, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Or Eleanor Roosevelt has another lovely way of expressing this. No one can make you feel inferior without your permission. And I suppose really this honorary doctorate is most definitely recognition of my efforts to escape that callow 16-year-old mind that left the Mercy Nuns in Perth and entered university life back in 1969. Of course, it does bring an extra responsibility, which you will find, to live life as if one has grown up and has been the recipient of this wonderful tradition of education, to throw away those feelings of youth and insecurity and accept that this is your time now to contribute. Just like I have to accept that it's my time to be an elder, which is a bit of a shock. But to bring whatever stock of talent that you have to bear. The great Irish playwright Samuel Beckett saw it pretty bluntly. Try, fail, try again, fail better. I love that. I think it's full of humility. But I most love the summary I'm going to leave you with now, provided to me by the actor Sam Neill, regrettably not in person, at the end of a phone line. I'd love to have sat opposite Sam Neill in the studio, but I haven't yet, who offered it during an interview I did with him on the radio in the 1990s, and I truly carry it with me in my knapsack every day. Always take your talent seriously, he said to me, never your career. Now, I suggest you never overlook that little piece of wisdom throughout your undoubtedly brilliant careers. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, I actually think Dr. Doog sounds just fine, and I hope the ABC introduces Geraldine as Dr. Doog from here on. I thank Geraldine, and I'm sure on behalf of everyone, for her wise words. There was some really good advice there, and I would like to emphasise point she made very early on, and that is the importance of history for really everyone. You don't have to formally study it, but I think it's really vital that through life you have an interest in history and serious biography, because I don't think you can actually develop good judgment if you are not familiar with large parts of the history of the world and the world around us. So I'd really emphasise that you develop, if you don't already have it, develop an interest in that area. Well, thank you, Geraldine, for a really marvellous occasional address. I think, graduates, you'll agree with me that it's been a great honour to have a very distinguished Australian such as Geraldine Doog give the occasional address at your graduation. I think she deserves another great round of applause. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of Macquarie alumni, which now spans the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. And please do make sure to come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study, to attend alumni events, use our aquatic and fitness facilities, or even, if you like, come back with some family and friends and enjoy a picnic down by our lake. Well, graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it either, because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society through the decades, indeed sometimes the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who have not had the opportunities that you've enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go, to go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Now, graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today. So, to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you to do just a couple of things. Graduates, I'd like you now to please stand. Now I'd like you to put your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free. And I want you to turn around and face your families and friends. And I now invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Now you can turn around now. But please don't sit down, because there are some people on the stage, the representatives of our academic community, who have also been very important in you getting your degrees, and I think they deserve a great round of applause too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now leave the courtyard through the centre aisle, and we will be followed by all of the graduates. I would invite you all to now please stand, and please remain standing until the last of the graduates have processed out. And then I hope that you will all join us at the University Court for some light refreshments. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future. And in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you.